Here with one of the top cruiserweights in the world, BJ Flores, smiling here in Atlantic City. Just witnessed a good night of boxing, welterweights. Talk about that first. Getting a little Cintron Margarita. What are your thoughts?
You know what? I think Kermit fought a very courageous fight. I would have liked to see him fight maybe a little smarter, but I think he showed a lot of heart. He showed a lot of courage, and showed that he's got a lot. I think Margarito's just a better man for that style of fight. I think if Kermit would go back to boxing and use his jab as more of a weapon instead of a rangefinder and try to box, I think he'd be more successful against Margarito. With that being said, Margarito fought a great fight. Miguel Cotto, I think 10 times out of 10 times him and Alfonso Gomez fight, Cotto's just going to have too much. So Gomez also, regardless of how he fought, whether he fought a slugging fight or a boxing fight, I think either way it was going to end the same way. But I think he fought a very courageous fight. He's come a very long ways, and very proud of him.
Well, it's all set up now for, I believe, sometime in July with Cotto Margarita. What are your thoughts on it?
I think it's a tough fight, but I think Cotto offers a slightly deeper ability to do different things. I think Cotto can box, he can bang, he showed glimpses of that tonight. I think Margarito can come forward with his hands up and make it a tough fight, and that's his only style of fighting. So I like Cotto in that fight, but it's definitely one that I won't want to miss.
Okay, that's enough. We don't need any more. Just kidding. Talk about you. Got a big win over Darnell Wilson a couple months ago. Sets you up. You got some options now. Talk about where your mind is, where you want to go, who you want to fight.
I mean, my mind is just, I want to make big fights. That's where my mind's at. It doesn't really matter where, or who, or when. If the offer is right and it's for the right opportunity, that's what I'm looking for. The big networks, whether it's Showtime, whether it's HBO, whatever it is, ESPN, if it's the right opportunity, I'll take the fight. So I don't really have my mind set on any specific person or any specific thing. I just want opportunities to make big fights.
Frank Warren came out a couple weeks ago and said he wants to get Enzo a top 10 rated type guy and then go after maybe Steve Coney or something like that. You kind of uncharacteristically kind of chimed in and said you're ready, willing, able. You'd go over to the United Kingdom. And has there been any talks on your camp's end? Or
no, we have. You know what? Honestly, I mean, that's a situation where we wanted to see where they were at. I would love to fight Enzo Maccarinelli. I don't think he's looking for a fight like me. Right after the loss to David Haye, the devastating loss to David Haye, might I add. I think it was more talk than anything. I think what Frank Warren really wanted to say is we're going to get somebody rated by the WBO, and then Enzo's going to fight him, and then we're going to, very casually slide Enzo up the ratings until he's got an opportunity to fight, Mark Hobson in the rematch for the WBO title.
Did they fight twice already?
Yeah, I think they have. So.
Alrighty, Hobson, Maccarinelli,
three. Yeah, exactly. Gives us something to look forward to.
The world is not waiting.
Hopefully it's not on the same day as Cotto Margarito, because there won't be any fans for that fight.
We just mentioned Darnell Wilson. Looks like he's got a May 3rd date against Power Arslan over in Germany. Did he lose that fight too? And how's he getting the title shot? I don't understand what's going on here.
I mean, boxing is a strange business, and like I said before, I mean, just because he lost on his last fight doesn't mean he's not better than most of the other contenders out there. I think he's going to give Arslan a great fight. I think if Arslan comes at Wilson like he says he's going to, he might be in trouble. So Darnell, do what you got to do. Go over there, win that fight, and bring that belt home. And maybe we'll have even more excitement in the cruiserweight division. We'll have Steve, we'll have Wilson, and myself in the near future, all with belts, all Americans. I think it'll be exciting.
You said you're rated 2 by the IBF. You're rated pretty high by the IBO?
No, 6 by the WBO. I think 10 by the WBA, and the WBC is all but forgotten about me. Even though Wilson was rated number 13 when we had that fight, so it's a little disappointing, to be honest with you. But you fight a top guy, you expect to be rewarded, and the WBC for whatever reason hasn't done that yet. They've got other guys rated who never fought top 15 guys rated ahead of me. So, anyways, we'll talk about that. But
I know I talked to you a couple weeks ago. You said possible ESPN type of fight. Is that still the game plan next, or?
I mean, whatever the right opportunity is, I am very open to entertain. It doesn't have to be an ESPN fight. I just thought an ESPN fight would be appropriate because I won't have to, put anything in writing with anybody to do an ESPN fight. So I just want to stay active. That's the main thing. To have a successful career, I want to be active, and wherever it's at, that's where I'll do it at. It doesn't matter. ESPN shows, whatever it is. I just want to stay active.
In a perfect world, give it to me. Where do you see yourself? 2-3 fights? Give me a perfect world.
In a perfect world, I'm fighting for one of the vacant titles in August or September on a major network, and then in a perfect world, I can make a defense of that title, and then I can unify, hopefully against another champion.
Anything you want to say in closing?
Well, that's it. I mean, Mark Abrams doing it big on 15 rounds boxing. I appreciate you guys, and look out for me in the future because I'm trying to make big fights, and hopefully the other cruiserweights out there are trying to do the same thing. I think it's a very exciting and hot division, and people are really big on it right now. So stay tuned.
We'll do, and we wish you best of luck.
Thanks.